just
Yeah.
like such an old throwback. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into the record here. I'll start this off. It's EXE against neWave. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So welcome to the D2E challenge. This is the second game of the day here. It's going to be between .exe and neWave. This is GG Charms here. Co-casting along me is Purge. How you doing today, big man?
I'm doing wonderful. Game 2 of this afternoon so far. I know there's another 2, but this is going to be my last one with you guys. But it's still going to be an awesome game. EXE is a team that's been around a long time, even since when I was casting Dota 1 6 months ago, approximately. EXE's been there. One of the few, probably one of the last 5 or 10 teams that has came over from Dota 1, or at least has been around for a while. So I expect to see some really good things out of them. They've performed very well in the past, and I think they actually went very far in the Gosu Cup, didn't they?
Yeah, they actually did. They made it to the finals or semifinals. But either way, I'm surprised with seeing a lot of the mid-tier teams getting sponsored lately, that a team with the results such as EXE and a team that's been around as long as them haven't been picked up lately. Kind of surprised to me, because I think they're one of the more determined and dedicated teams, because you have, like you said, seen them around for oh so long.
Yeah, definitely true. And we don't actually know very much about the Dire team. Black Hole 5 apparently is their captain, but other than that, man, I don't know any of these players at all. We'll see how well they do. It could be a stomp. It could be an equal game. For all we know, the Dire team's going to pull out the win, but we're actually out of bonus time already out of regular time down to bonus time, a minute 20 left, and they may take as long as, who was the last team that did that? It wasn't EG, it was PGG's team.
PGG's team that took down to the minute and 10 seconds. So they've actually taken longer than PGG last game.
And that's a big deal, actually. I mean, if they're a little unsure about what they want to go with in the mid game, like, why didn't they spend the last 5 minutes thinking who they wanted to ban first? You know?
If it was Brood, you know what I mean? Like you didn't know you were going to ban Brood. Like, it's not like it was a tricky, like last time. At least they banned out Rust, and we were like, oh, that makes sense because EG likes that. But you took what, 45 seconds to ban out a Brood?
Yeah, that's a little weird, but
yeah,
hopefully it doesn't impact them.
No, okay. The Lich banned out. That makes a lot of sense. So let's see if they decide to leave a Fury on here, like we did see last game. Not too scared by EG, but EXE may not have the same approach to it. They may want to get rid of the Fury on here. But in that case, that would leave behind the Night Stalker. So which one do you want to go against?
Yeah, we have seen N9 do some really fun strategies with the Night Stalker pickup. They usually go for a Night Stalker and then round out their lineup with a Tinker, which
Don't
works
do
really
it.
cool.
Oh, you said it. Oh, I love Shatan's Tinker, bro. Like, I will fanboy over that. I ain't even going to lie, dude. Like, Black Shatan's Tinker was fantastic.
Yeah, I love that strategy. I love the fact that it's completely dependent on whether or not they get a Night Stalker early game, because nobody bans or picks Tinker. I think people might ban Tinker against N9 in the second round of the future, but first pick is once again going to be Nature's Prophet. And honestly, like, man, I've seen it game and game again. How many games have I watched now where Nature's Prophet does get first picked and doesn't really do a whole lot because the teams have figured out how to fight against him better? You know, like, I mean, I've seen Nature's Prophet played really well, but it all comes down to whether or not you let Nature's Prophet take your first couple towers. If he takes a couple towers, then yeah, it's going to be a problem. But if not, he seems to be the hero that people are okay fighting with out of those first 5.
Yeah, and I'll say this over and over again. Like, the thing that makes the biggest difference in, like, the metas is, like, finding the next meta. Like, it seems like Furion was so, like, last month. Yeah, I know that sounds stupid, but he's like, oh, that was so yesterday. Because, like, Furion and Anti-Mage and heroes like that aren't really working the same as they were 2 or 3 months ago. Like, because now you're seeing heroes such as Slardar and Dragon Knight and Bounty Hunter starting to get some play. So, like, these Furions and Anti-Mages aren't as strong as they used to be. So that's why you're seeing them sneak through. And now picking up a Slardar and a Windrunner right away, that Slardar pickup early just shows you they want to be aggressive. In my opinion, that tells the team we're going to be aggressive against you.
Yeah, and it gives you so many options like we saw Fear do last game. He was like, oh, Lich is out of position. I'm going to sprint, get a stun off, and then he's dead because I'm going to catch him out of position. It's kind of an interesting way to play or to look at Slaughter is the fact that he can initiate like a hero like Puck, and all he has to use for that is just tank items, which are really easy to farm and can be used in so many different veins. But wow, Dire Team, do you think they're going to push strategy? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. I think I would say Furion, Venomancer, and Rasta pretty much sums that up. Like, all I want to see next is, like, a Pugna and something. Pugna and Enigma, what's up? Like,
Dragon Knight Enigma, that's what I'd pick.
Oh, Enigma and a Dragon Knight would not be too bad, actually.
It would be boss as hell, especially Black Holes against Slaughter, regardless of him having a BKB. That is very frustrating. And Windrunner, Malphus against Windrunner is also very, very good. Malphus is just such a good ability, dude. I think Enigma is like top 5 favorite heroes for me right now. I love playing the hero.
To be honest with you, though, Slardar is still beast mode with a BKB, dude. Like, he still runs
It's
through
true.
everyone
It's
on
true.
the dire with a BKB. Like, he
Yeah.
gets BKB and goes in there and crushes with some amp damage on that Rasta, and the Rasta falls over. Like,
Yeah,
same with the
definitely true.
Furion. Like, that Slardar is going to be an issue. I think when you play against him, you almost have to treat the Slardar, in my opinion, kind of like a Night Stalker. Like, you have to keep him down before he can get up to that level 4 sprint. Because when he gets to that, then he's just able to initiate. He usually has his Vanguards and Treads by then, and he's just really tanky if he's gotten any farm whatsoever. Like, so I think you have to keep him down really, really early in the game to affect his mid-game prowess. Like, Night Stalker, you really have to try to kill him once or twice before that, first nighttime. And Earthshaker picked up, I mean, not too much of a surprise, just really strong support hero.
Yeah, I would completely agree with you, though. If you can shut down that Slardar before he gets his really fast Vanguard, get him killed once or twice, or just generally outlane him, he won't get those major tank items up, and from that point on, you're looking a lot better, because if he doesn't have those tank items, and he uses Sprint, all of a sudden he's taking 20% extra damage. It is actually dangerous to use that skill sometimes, and if you don't have the tank items to keep you tanky enough, you can get killed pretty easily in teamfights before you get that BKB.
Yeah, especially if you sprint and then get shackled. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to take a lot of extra damage. Like,
Mhm.
you're going to take that 20% extra damage while you're shackled standing there. So, yeah, good call on that. Faceless Void and Beastmaster both banned out. Faceless Void makes sense. I mean, Faceless Void just a really strong carry right now. Beastmaster's just a lot of lane control. Like, just map control, just general control. You have the Hawk, you have the Boar, you have the Roar. Just such a good hero. I love Beastmaster.
Yeah, he is very, very good. He hasn't seen a ton of play in the last few weeks. Players were more likely to pick him up as an anti-mage counter than as the rest of the heroes, but I think that was pretty smart. I would have actually liked to see a Beastmaster played on the Dire team if they didn't already have decent options for solos, because he does shut down BKB heroes, and Slardar in this game is most likely going to get a BKB. But even still, I still respect Beastmaster a lot in the metagame. We do see...
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Ancient Apparition ban coming out of the Dire team as well, and a Lifestealer out of the Radiant team, which is a little unusual, but he does see some occasional play. Usually with coordination with a Blinking hero or like Storm Spirit or something like that for kind of cool combos using his ulti, but does still see some occasional play, especially by German players actually. Panza and apparently EXE as well both really like laning or playing a Lifestealer.
Yeah, Lifestealer is, like you said, Lifestealer has gotten some play lately, and you can use him in interesting ways, like with a puck, like you blink in and have him explode out of the puck, and then all of a sudden that team fight's really ugly. Or even what I think they were scared of was the Nyax Furion combination, because you can go inside the Furion and then teleport, and it's automatically a 2-man gank. So
Yeah,
it's
that
really
is true.
strong, and like not many people think about it, but it's just a really strong combination, and maybe EXE's seen it, or is scared of it, or just doesn't want to have to face something like that.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. One thing, teleports really changed the game up a lot. And that makes me think of Wisp. How long has that hero been in Dota 1 at least, and has still not been in the metagame yet? Like, it's like they're afraid to just let him into the professional level or something, because they know it's just going to mess everything up, with this global teleport. It's kind of the same thing, if you can global TP, things get so changed. Like, you can have so many different possibilities for ganks. Just having one hero that can global TP is usually enough, and everybody already talks about how imbalanced Nature's Prophet is, but and we'll see how things go in the future, and we're going to see that Chen pick up, and believe it or not, they're going for another pushing hero. I think they're trying to end the game, but even still, this is going to be an issue for the Dire team, I think, because the Radiant team doesn't have a hard carry yet. They just have a Slardar, which is fine, and they can just completely pick up counter push heroes.
Yo, pick up a THD, please.
That would be cool, but I don't expect it.
I don't expect it either, but, I mean, they took a Slardar with their first pick as well. Did you expect that? No, but the THD doesn't get that much play, but I don't know. I just think he's a strong hero. Like, Ice Path stops Furion's TP. He's so good.
And didn't they just buff Ice Path cooldown as well?
Yeah, and you do, like, a THD and Slardar lane? Oh, man. Like, a middle against a Furion solo or Rasta solo, that's getting dominated.
Man, the only thing I don't like about Twin-Headed Dragon is his nukes just don't, his stuns don't just happen. It takes a second.
Yeah.
So you can make mistakes or give them a little bit extra time in Dragon Knight.
What a good pick.
Their push strategy.
That is like push 101, folks. If you're with a team and you're starting up and you're like, what are good push heroes? These are the 5 best you could get right here.
Yeah. I can't believe they didn't ban a Dragon Knight in their first round.
I can't believe they didn't ban a Chen. I'm surprised what EXE was scared of. Like, look at the heroes they were scared of all the right-click heroes. It's like they were like, okay, we're going to make this team play against us 5v5. we're going to make them have to team fight us to win this game. We don't want them to have a right-click hero that can 1v5 us at the end of the game. I mean, look how it's laid out. Like, it's basically set up just for non-stop team fights. This game's going to be so exciting, beginning to end.
Yeah, they're going to try to push down as many towers as they can quickly. Probably going to Rasta mid.
Oh!
Zeus.
Oh, my God. I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. That's an interesting
awesome
pick with a Chin, though. Like, if you don't actually get the kill with the ultimate, like, that Chin heal is going to mess you up. Like, you can't.
But Dragon Knight, man. Dragon Knight gets countered by Zeus until he gets his hood up, so he's going to have to get a fast pipe this game, guaranteed. And even still, they're still going to have a Slardar for the minus armor. So I think Dragon Knight might have a rough time this game, unless he gets a BKB or something.
Yeah, because there's a lot of disables coming out of the Dire side. There's a lot of disables. Like, I mean, you have the Shackle, you have the Hex, you have the Dragon Tail. You're also going to have a stun coming out of one of the Chin creeps. You got the slow coming out of the Venomancer. You got Sprout. So there's a lot of ways to stop that Slardar in his path on his way to sprint towards him. But at the same time, if he can get a BKB in a blink, then I think the Dire's all shit in trouble, to be honest with you.
I would still like to see Slardar do get a Vanguard, though, because that will block all of the wards, Venomancer wards, Slardar wards, Venomancer and Rasta wards, primarily. So that's a lot of physical damage, so I think that would be cool.
Alright, so we're going to get into who's playing who here. On the Radiant side, we got Rice playing our Slardar. Mine's going to be on the Zeus. Move on the Windrunner. ALC is going to be on the Puck. And Gank playing our Earthshaker.
And for the Dire team, what's their team name again? I can't remember.
neWave.
Anyway, alright. Top one, Burbier is going to be playing Dragon Knight. Jebem Nasist Zakesh is going to be playing Shen. Black Hole 5 is playing the Venomancer. We have Doji Mina Mid Miko playing the Shadow Shaman, and finally Dota Lucker to be playing Nature's Prophet.
That was awesome, man. Hey, so everyone knows, we agreed ahead of time that I would always do the Sentinel, he would always do the Dire. So I didn't just stick him with those Dire names, okay? I
got it, man. It's fine. No problem at all.
Man, look at those names. That's difficult to say. Well done,
yeah, for
Purge.
sure.
Well done, Purge.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It looks like most likely going to see Dragon Knight go top, supported by a Venomancer, I'm guessing, with the Nature's Prophet. I don't know. I guess they're going to line Venomancer. No, Venomancer got Gale first. Nature's Prophet going bot? I'm not quite sure, man. Most likely going to see Rasta mid. Maybe we'll see, like, Veno aggressive Chen with a Nature's Prophet or something. Man, I don't even know what they're going to lane.
I think it's going to be the DK alongside the Chin and the Venomancer top. It's going to be probably the Furion bottom and the Rasta middle.
Yeah, it does look like that's what they're going to do. Going to go for a fast earn on the Nature's Prophet with the double gauntlet. This is a pretty popular item build, especially in Chinese Dota. It's kind of where it first started out was once you pick up that urn, that's a 150 damage nuke. That's global, and you can also heal allies. And if you are ganking, you're gonna get urn charges anyways. So it does work out very nice with that urn. Despite it being a strength item, it really doesn't matter that much. He still has good base damage, and it'll work out quite nice.
Yeah, and Furion's one of those heroes that can actually solo that long lane carefully, just because he has that teleport. It's also going to allow him to teleport and gank, and then just buy a TP scroll and come right back to his lane and not miss much experience, not allow too many waves to be pushed. And then he's going to get Nature's Call and basically make his own creep wave, and he'll be able to stop almost any push coming. So he'll be fine in that bottom lane.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the Zeus does. I haven't actually watched the Zeus in a pro game in a really, really, really long time, so I'm super pumped now. He's got 5 Clarity Potions here. That's a shitload of Clarity Potions. But he's going to be using a lot of Arc Landings for last hits. And counter that, the Rasta does actually have a Magic Stick currently assembled, so he will be a little bit more resistant against that.
Yeah, that's really smart. I like when Zeus do that, to be honest with you. Like, I hate playing against that kind of Zeus, and I think it's the best kind of Zeus to play. Is one that goes a lot of clarities early on, and spams early on, and just gets a level advantage and kind of takes advantage of the lane, because it makes it really easy for someone to come and gank your lane for you. See, here you go. It's just going to be the constant harass. Doing about 60 damage per. Like, that's pretty nice.
Definitely is. Venomancer is going to find an Illusion Rune on the top lane. He does have Gale once again, so using those to last hit would be pretty nice. And possibly going to, they're actually tri-laning. EXC's tri-laning with Slar, Windrunner, and a Earthshaker. Windrunner is going to be playing a support role, going for Shackle first. Kind of an interesting situation. Those heroes might possibly gank, and it looks like Earthshaker is going to scout out the Venomancer. He's going to block him on off, and there goes the damage, and the stun as well on Dragon Knight. Slar might be in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to be absolutely fine. Not quite enough damage done by the Venomancer. Bot lane is a Nature's Prophet versus a Puck, which is pretty good for Nature's Prophet. He can't really hope for much better than that. And mid lane, once again, that Zeus versus the Roston. We'll see how that ends up turning out.
Yeah, so these lanes are going to be fun to watch. So it's basically going to be 2-on-3 top, but the Jhin is going to be able to be there to even it out. So it's really kind of just evened up lanes, which means that I think most of the action, honestly, would probably be taking place middle at top. I think bottom's going to be pretty safe, unless somebody makes a mistake there. In the top lane, it's going to be interesting to see. Like, I've never seen them play, so I don't really know their style. I don't know if they're going to be aggressive. I think the top lane for the Radiant is actually really, really strong. Like, to be honest with you, I think they could go on the Dire at any point if they wanted to. Like with Shackle Shot, Crush, and a Fisher, like they could set up an easy Fisher block.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And Chen, or the nice counter ward placement by Chen actually, or a good ward placement by the Radiant team. They placed it in that little like alcove on the right side of the creep camp, and they forced 2 sentry wards from the Chen, which actually wasted a lot of his time. He could have been auto-attacking creeps this whole time here. But 2 minutes in, finally going to pop level 2 there. So I love that position just to predict that. The big Gale is going to land on the Slaughter, not going to catch multiple heroes for them. But they're going to start pulling now, so Venomancer will be getting some solo EXP finally. And Zeus down to 2 Clarity Potions already. Rasta trying to disable that. And he doesn't actually have any static field yet, but this way he can actually pop down good lightning bolts at the early game for harass.
Yeah, but what he's done is he's used those. His job was to take those 5 Clarity Potions and turn them into his bottle, is what I'm assuming. And he basically did what he wanted to do. I think he's going to go a quick bottle.
Yeah, I would agree. And he still has all his regen, so he's sitting really good. Wow, Shadow Shaman's actually completely out of regen so far. Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That constant Q spam is just so strong. It's way stronger than Ether Shock because he can stand further back and do it. Like he can stand so much further back and do it. And this Venomancer's got to be careful with top, as all 3 of the Radiant heroes are there and see him in the jungle.
Yeah, he does get the last hit on the Wildkin, which is pretty big. That's 84 gold and a little bit of experience. That would have been split up between that tri-lane. Gank EXE now going to solo grab the CS, I guess, while Slaughter is sitting in the jungle, which is fine for him. And Puck still taking good last hits, or eating hits from Nature's Prophet, but she does have her bottle finished, so going to give her a much better laning situation against Nature's Prophet, who still doesn't have Nature's Call, picking up 2 Sprouts and 2 TPs.
Yeah, and this Zeus is actually doing a really, really good job last hitting. You take a look at the CS. He's up there at the top right now. You see a good Shackle Shot come in here by the Windrunner, but that overall, that was just kind of to protect the ES, who is taking a lot of damage there from the Chin and the Screep. Oof.
Yeah, more nukes going down. Shadow Shaman going to have to start bottling up. He's at 5 wand charges, and the rune is bottom. It's invisibility. Who's going to beat him there? Is it going to be the Puck, or is it going to be the Shadow Shaman? Nature's Prophet's going to TP through a Puck. Will he grab it? Nature's Prophet grabs it. Puck's in some trouble now. He's going to block him here if Nature's Prophet does his job right. And there's the Shackle, the Sprout as well. A little bit of a miss Shackle, and a DD spawns for Shadow Shaman. He lucks out so bad. What an epic pickup for the Dire team. Really unfortunate for the Puck, though.
God, that was some awful luck right there. Unbelievable. But a good job by the Dire side. Good job by Dodolucker TPing right on time and right on point there. And you see a Venomous Gale going in here on the Slaughter. Looks like, come on, you better fish that. Actually, the Slaughter is going to go down there. And the Dragon Knight's going to pick up the last hit there with the breath. And then a stun. And it's going to be 2 kills there for the Dire side. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Move is not looking, or I'm sorry, EXE is not looking very good right now. After that Puck getting killed on the bot lane, which was unfortunate. The top lane, nobody could call that luck. That was just misplay by them. Slardar getting caught out, and the Test of Faith doing a big nuke to the Earthshaker as well after that stun. So nice play by that tri-lane. I would argue that their tri-lane is better, or at least the Chen Veno with the Dragon Knight. They're going to level faster because of the dual lane, and now Venomancer is going to pick up some wards, and they're going to try to take this tower, at least as soon as Dragon Knight hits 6. Yeah, with Shadow Shaman coming top, he's got his wards, man. Level 6. So we're going to see a tower possibly fall here.
Yeah, I think we are. I think it's pretty safe to say this tower is definitely going to go down here. If he throws down wards, yep, there we go. And with some Chin creeps and a few attacks there, and Dragon Knight just level 5 though. I guess 5 minutes in. It's not that bad. I thought he got more XP than that.
Yeah, the Earthshaker was level 2, the Windrunner is level 2. That's not enough to counter push, and it goes down.
Damn.
That's why you play Rasta, man. Pop level 6, you go to a lane, and you take a tower.
Absolutely nothing they can do about it right now. Level 2, level 3, level 3. Like, just nowhere near in levels right now. I mean, you got a level 6 Zeus, which I was excited about seeing, but it kind of looks like it may be useless. Because if your team's bad, like, Zeus just isn't that useful, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if your enemies get over-leveled and they end up ganking you a decent amount, it doesn't really make a big difference. He's about to hit level 7, so when these pushes come again, he's going to be hitting really hard on some of these heroes like Venomancer, who have 600 HP, or even Chen. Chen pickoffs are really easy for someone like Zeus if you get in a position. But Puck's leveling okay, and he's got decent farm, so I think this could still go really well for EXE. It's just going to kind of depend. Rasta getting the haste. He's coming after the Zeus, though. Are we going to see the Shackle? He's actually in a good position. He still hasn't nuked. What is going on, man?
Wow.
Was Shadow Shaman misclicking or something? That was weird.
Yeah, he was in position. I thought he was just going to hex him. And then just, like, Venomous.
He doesn't have hex. He just had Shackle there. Maybe he was just trying to scare him. I'm assuming he misclicked. That's my guess. Couldn't get his Shackle off for some reason. Alright, Slaughter on the top lane now. 1100 gold on him. Despite losing an early tower there, he's still doing okay. Dragon Knight's not quite level 6 yet, so he's not going to be able to push another tower, but he is moderately survivable. He's got a Soul Ring, which is a big deal, so once he picks up a couple more levels of his armor, he's going to be spamming those Fire Breaths and Last Hitting like crazy. And all the Radiant team going for a team fight. Rasta goes down. Big Fissure, Blast, and everything. Wow. Big magic nukes out of the Radiant team, man.
Okay, team fight more Radiant side, please. Because with that Puck ultimate, a Fissure, a couple Zeus nukes, a Power Shot, and wow. That was a ton of damage out of the Radiant side.
Yeah. Did you know that Salve can heal through Venomous Gale? I didn't know that.
It doesn't go off?
No, it didn't. It didn't get interrupted. I thought that ability interrupted. Weird. Whatever. Slaughter's going to continue last hitting against the Dragon Knight. He does have a Ring of Health now, but wow, Dragon Knight is sitting a little bit better on farm here. Much better on farm. That's pretty amazing. With Treads and that Soul Ring, he's very, very far up in CS. And Zeus sitting well as well with the Arcane Boots. So a lot of mana going to be flowing on the Radiant team. And Puck's probably doing well as additionally. He's got boots, 400 gold with the Basilius. So what's the gold difference? That's really what I want to know. 2k for the Dire, but it's not a huge amount.
Oh my god, that Zeus hitting for life right now. He just did one lightning bolt to that Rasta and dropped him over half his HP right there. That was unbelievable. This Zeus, I don't know, if they time it right, that's just an instant kill. And then the fight's instantly 4v5.
Yeah, plus the fact that one of them does have an Arcane Boots, so one hero having Arcane Boots, supporting two others is just as good as one hero with an Arcane Boots. So the Disable going on to Slardar, the wards not being microed correctly, but it doesn't matter. Slardar will go down anyways, and the wards are within tower range with the Dragon Knight ulti. This is looking bad for EXE. They're probably going to lose this, but another team fight in the mid lane. Veno gets picked off at least. Move EXE on the Windrunner, taking a lot of damage. Test of Faith is not going to score the kill, and the Lightning is going to pick off the Chen. Like we said, man, those heroes are easy pickoffs for Zeus, but the top tower is going to drop.
Yeah, that Zeus just dealing a ton of damage, but just so much push coming out of the Radiant or the Dire side. The Dire just able to push these towers down so quickly. Anytime they have those Rasta wards and DK ultimate, that's basically enough alone to take down a tower.
Yeah, and the point that I wanted to make about the Arcane Boots on the Zeus, man, Arcane with an Earthshaker and a Windrunner sitting there, that push is not going to go anywhere. You're going to have a Fissure every time off cooldown and stuff like that. That makes a big deal. But the Dragon Knight picking off a Zeus kill and Earthshaker feeling a little scared right now. He's actually got Aftershock masked. Very weird skill build so far, but Dragon Knight taking a good amount of damage. There's some more nukes. Windrunner coming through, and that's it for Dragon Knight. He's going to pay for that kill, but it's not really a good trade for him. Zeus for Dragon Knight, I wouldn't go with that.
Oh, nice Shackle Shot goes down there on the Rasta, but the Rasta may be able to get out here. Let's see if they can get a decent Fissure off. Power Shot does land. Oh, Fissure just on the wrong side. Is Orb going to hit? Orb. Oh, he had to go back, though, to dodge the Orb, and that may cost him his life there. One more. Oh, a nice Magic Stick pop. One more attack. Oh, big Zeus Ultimate's going to get the kill there, and the Rasta goes down.
Yeah, that's a good pick off there. He didn't want to steal the kill if he didn't have to, but they did guarantee the kill there with that Zeus ulti, which is a big pickup for them. Do you like this Earthshaker skill build? I feel like it's a kind of a weird mistake this game, considering they're worried about counter push, man. Wouldn't you want your Fissure to do as much damage as possible?
Yeah, I definitely have my Q spell maxed out, and he's actually going to give up haste here to the Furion. I think he's going to be in some trouble. If Furion can get in front of him and block him, he's dead. But, decent Fissure comes out there, and that's going to block out everyone but the Furion. And here comes the Slardar coming around sprinting. He's going to get the Crush off. Oh, nice Enchanted Totem there. They may actually pick off the Furion, but instead the Slardar's in a bit of trouble. This is just a bit of back and forth here, and the Earthshaker may get out. Yeah, he's going to live, and the Slardar is going to go down instead.
Yeah, kind of sloppy play there. Puck's about to run out. Nature's Prophet still coming back in, almost getting the Sprout, but it's nighttime, and they can't see him, man. So close there. Good escape from the Puck. If that was daytime, man, he was dead for sure. And the Ward's going to do a couple hits on him, but he's absolutely fine. Shadow Shaman gets a kill on the Windrunner as well on the mid lane, and the Dire team is looking really good. All five are pushing on the mid lane. Dragon form is up, so 20 damage per second being done to that tower with 2 centaurs, man. That is just too much pushing power.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him keep on going. Right? Like he still has about a quarter of his dragon form left. There's nothing
the wave's already cleared.
Yeah, the wave's just instant cleared every time.
And that makes a big deal. EXE is up against a hill for sure. Slardar level 6 doesn't have a ton of farm here, and every single hero is good for pushing. It's kind of ridiculous. And there's the puck ulti going to catch 4 heroes. Nature's Prophet goes on the high ground. Are we going to get a shackle? We do get a shackle with 2 heroes. Power Shot does a lot, and Zeus needs an ulti, but it's probably still on cooldown here. Where is Zeus at, man? He has 10 seconds left on his ulti, and a lot of those heroes are going to get away as a result.
That's crazy. They had 2 of them under 250 HP, but the Zeus didn't have his HP or his ultimate up in time.
Yeah,
I think he would have definitely got a kill there. At least one of the kills. Definitely the kill on the chin, and maybe even on the DK there.
Yeah, his ulti does do 210 at level 1, which isn't a huge amount. After resistance, that's probably about like 160 or something like that, or 170, but would have been close enough, possibly. Would have been very, very close. But they did hold the tower. No, the tower's gone. Tower drops. But it was still a big puck ulti. Unfortunately, people just weren't in position to defend. So despite losing a lot of towers here, they are at a big disadvantage, but that's just because of towers. But it's only 5k. Bot tower looks like it's going to fall for nothing. Not even going to spend some wards on this. But no, here comes the TP. They want to fight for it. Earthshaker's going to fissure. Misses everybody. I can't believe it. TP in from Puck. He doesn't have his ulti either, but he does have an invisibility rune. Here come the nukes. There goes the silence. Big Echo Slam going down, and Rasta is going to drop. So despite the bad Earthshaker fissure, I guess it doesn't matter. They're almost, yeah, Nature's Prophet will live, but they still get a kill and defend a tower, and they're going to deny this now.
Yeah, that was a nice job there. I mean, it missed the fissure, but still a nice job there by the puck going in, and a really nice silence Echo Slam stack.
Yeah, big time. There's the smoke. It's actually going to be within radiant vision. It's going to immediately back up. That's a dangerous place to smoke up now, especially because we do see a lot more wards covering the middle lane. 2 wards actually. 2 wards covering the middle lane there. And the smoke is still looking for people, but Puck's running away. He does give vision to the Venomancer, and Venomancer notices that, but they can't quite find anybody. So kind of a cool play by Puck there, just to like give vision to those smoked up heroes.
Yeah, it was just a really nice job there by him. And you go ahead and look at this Windrunner right now. Nothing but boots and a teleport scroll. Like, that's it.
Really?
And then just kind of like boots and a ring of health and 800 gold on this Slardar. So really, really far behind in the farm, it seems like. Yeah, and about about 5,700 gold difference right now in the game for the Dire. And they're actually going to go for a really fast Roshan here.
Yeah, it looks like Windrunner is actually doing complete support this game, buying wards and everything. The power shot's going to notice them, but it's the same thing with the push strategy, man. Push strategies are just as good at taking down fast Roshans as they are taking towers, and a Medallion on Nature's Prophet's going to guarantee them an easy Roshan kill here with that -6 armor. It does help out quite a bit. The only downside to them picking up the Roshan here is that Dragonite ulti has been used, so they're going to have to wait till that's on cooldown, most likely before they end up taking another tower push. But the Radiant team looking to maybe come in, but no, Puck, a lot of nukes. Wow, Chen almost actually died there. He could have gotten killed by a Zeus ulti if it was on time.
Yeah, I was really excited to see that Zeus, but they haven't really like used him that effectively, it seems like. Yeah, like he's doing a lot of damage, but they're kind of avoiding the team fights, and I think their team fight's not really that bad. Like with a good Puck ultimate and a silence with a fissure and a shackle, like they have a lot of damage, and they're just kind of playing really, really defensive. I'm not sure why. Maybe they think the Slardar sooner or later, where the blink will be useful.
Yeah, I don't know, but huge counter wards coming from the Dire team. They picked off the one that the Windrunner dropped, and then Windrunner dropped another one in the jungle, and they predicted that one as well. That's a huge defense there by the Dire team, so they've got to be really happy about picking those up. Radiant team's going to have to be playing blind here. I don't know if they have any Observer wards or not, but here comes the defense. Windrunner does TP in another power shot to slow down the creep wave, but there's still so many dudes in the way, and Serpent wards get dropped again. I think those are only level 1, but it doesn't matter, man. A lot of damage being done. Flame Breath doing a lot to the Puck, who does have a double bracer with a wand, and another orb coming through to try to slow the push, but it still doesn't matter. The tower gets last hit. Didn't even need to use the Dragonite ulti for that one.
Yeah, meanwhile, in the top lane, you're actually going to see him TP up here on this Slardar, and the Slardar taking a lot of damage. He was sprouted, and then he was shackled, and then you're going to see him try to sprint out. And with the Hex, he may be able to get around here. He looks like he's going to be able to sprint away. He does not have a teleport, though, so...
Or Quelling Blade.
Yeah, or
he did use
Blade.
he did use the TP, but it got disabled, so... Nature's Prophet TPing on, but wow, actually really behind him. He's going to continue running. Still big cooldowns yet for his haste, and he's going to try to, yeah. Dude, how can he not have a Quelling Blade against Nature's Prophet? I think that's a big mistake by him.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought he had one, but then I remember it was a starter from last game that had one.
Mm-hmm.
Take notes, because you need one against the Furion. You just got to have one because, wow, look at him, though. Just zooming, but he's not going to have any way to get out of this Sprout again here. And now Venomous Gale is going to come in. Here comes the Chin with his creeps. And a test of fate, and yeah, he is going to go down. And wow, they're just going to split up and go for all of them.
Well, at least he pulled the entire Dire team to chase him across the map. That's kind of cool. While his allies farmed, so that might have actually given them a little bit of a boost there, which is kind of funny. Zeus actually, wow, not maxing static field first. I'm really surprised going for the Arc Lightning and the Lightning Bolt. Normally I would criticize this really heavily, but I think it's really good for the fact that they're trying to stop these pushes, and they need as much AoE damage as they can get.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to keep on hitting those Qs and doing as much damage as he can to those waves, because the waves are just coming. But the problem is he doesn't do any damage to Vena wards. He doesn't do any damage to Rasta wards, and that's what's really knocking down these towers and waves.
Yeah, their range heroes are limited to Puck and a Windrunner. Windrunner not playing a semi-carry role, and Puck as well just kind of tanking up here. And none of them are really going to be able to stop the push too heavily here. So, did Rice buy back, or did he just respawn? He's only level 8, so I guess he probably just respawned.
Because, yeah, you got a quick death timer right now.
Yeah, so he does just have that Vanguard, not even a wand yet. They're really underfarmed individually per hero. I mean, if we look at gold per minutes on the Radiant team, the highest is 290 on the Zeus, and next closest is Puck at 215. Everybody else is 200 and down, which is really rough to fight against when they have this big advantage. Do we have a pipe yet on the Dragon Knight? Not quite yet. He does have a hood, but no pipe quite yet, so when he does pick up that hood, it's going to be all over, I think, for the Radiant team.
Yeah, absolutely. Once we get to the point where we have that pipe, there's not going to be anything the Radiant side going to be able to do. But I don't think there's anything they're going to be able to do now. Anyways, you do see a missed Echo Slam there doing absolutely no damage. And that's back-to-back games we've seen.
Oh my god. He had a Blink Dagger.
And he got attacked or something, bro.
The Tornado.
Oh my god.
The Tornado shut down his Echo Slam. That is a huge mistake. Dude, we were just talking about how good Wildkins were, man. He still can't blink. That's why he maxed out Aftershock first. Windrunner took all the supports, you know, getting all the warding and stuff, and they're like, Earthshaker, you get a Blink Dagger as fast as possible, and the Tornado barely shut down his Blink Dagger, and he Echo Slammed nothing. That was like their only way to stop this push here.
That's absolutely unbelievable. Wildkins too OP. The Wildkin was sitting in the back of everything, and he's just sitting a Tornado forward and completely changed that fight there.
Yeah, completely. An Echo Slam followed up by like an Aftershock and a Fissure would have been so much damage.
What a terrible teleport here by the Earthshaker right on the other side of the wall. Instead of at the tower, he teleported on the other side of the wall.
That's weird. Puck's going to take a lot of nukes. Looks like Starter looking for a stun. He's actually not going to get it off. And that's pretty much the game. Radiant team doesn't have anything to do after that. Everybody's dead. Or at least 2 people are dead. There's a Venomancer ulti, lowering everybody's HP by quite a bit, and they're going to take their second set of racks. And then immediately switch to top lane and finish it out.
I wonder if EXE took this game lightly. Like, I don't know. It just feels like they just let them have the best pushing heroes they could have.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty obvious what they were going. And they let Chen go through the ban phase and banned out, like Faceless Void. Like, Faceless Void wasn't something they needed, but damn, that was huge damage on the Furion goes down.
Yeah. Yeah, oh my god, Puck ulti hits nobody.
Wow.
EXE has got to be really frustrated right now. That's going to be a rough loss for them, I think. That Blink ulti from Earthshaker messing up, that was a huge deal. And I just still don't understand why they banned the Void and the who was the second hard carry they banned? Lifestealer. I feel like Venomancer ban at that point, and a Dragon Knight would have been the best by far.
Yep, absolutely. Like we knew after the first 2 picks what they were gonna do, and I'm just surprised EXE did it. And you see, oh god, so much damage coming out of that Zeus though. That Zeus delivering an amazing amount of damage, but you see the persistency in the pushes. Oh, a big Echo Slam goes in there, and they maybe go some huge kills, but a good Hex goes down, and instead the Shadow Shaman picks up a kill. Slaughter coming in and getting Shackle Shotted and Sprouted here.
I wish Zeus had more mana, but he doesn't. Shadow Shaman does get picked up, though. And wow, nice picking up the Venomancer as well. Rice doing really good. Will he be able to get that Nature's Prophet? That's the real question. I don't think so. Dragon Knight will stun him, and that's going to be it for him. And he will finally go down there. But getting very close to Nature's Prophet. Puck wants a kill. The orb will not land. And they're actually going to be able to defend this Rax here. Followed up from that big Echo Slam. That could have been last team fight, you know? Right there, what just happened.
That should have been last team fight. Like, you got to be careful when you're playing the ES. Like, even though something like like that tornado, like you got to be careful. You got to see what's going on. Like, oh, such a big mistake. They would be sitting so pretty right now because they would have won the team fight like they just did there.
Yeah. And they still would be at a huge gold disadvantage, up to 12k, but that's not a huge amount, but it's pretty early game, so it does make a big impact. 12k advantage at this point is a percentage increase of about 15, so it's like a 60% more gold than the enemy team, which is a pretty large amount. So
yeah, especially this early in the game, I agree. 12,000 something gold, 21 minutes into the game. Mm-hmm. That's a bit much. And you see the axe stick here on the roster earlier on, the axe stick and the arcane boots. So, like, that's just going to be so many more wards going down and just make the push so much stronger.
Yeah, but there is a pipe on the Dragon Knight now, something they didn't have earlier, which possibly affected their that Echo Slime really bad. And Shadow Shaman actually does have a negative scepter, so he's looking to drop big wards. He's actually not 11 yet, which is kind of funny. I wish he would be level 11 for this upcoming push, but they're going to try to take this melee barracks. And when the second barracks falls, I think that's pretty much going to be it for them. AoE comes through, slowing everything down. The bright side to the Radiant team is that Dragon Knight doesn't have hard carry items. He has push items with that pipe and that soul ring and that power treads. He doesn't have something like a blacking bar and AC on the way yet. So, if they can hold this off for another 10 minutes, they could possibly outcarry him. I'd be really surprised, but I think it's still possible if they can get a repeat of last push.
Yeah, it's definitely going to take another good initiation. You're going to have to see a good Echo Slam, like, right, oh, no, he's going to need to wait for Pipe to go down, to be honest with you. He's taking a lot of damage right now. No, oh, Echo that. Maybe not? Oh, Storm cooldown for another 9 seconds. 9 seconds left on it. That's going to be a good game coming out of EXE. Nothing they can do. Still
we're going to see a blink in 3 seconds. Oh, no, the Necro 3 gets right-clicked on the Earthshaker.
Oh, my God.
He can't do it now. He's thinking about it, but he knows it's disabled. He's paying attention this time, and that's it. Double Racks goes down. Good game. Enemy is what is being called. There's the Hex on the Slaughter. He's taking a ton of damage with that minus armor, and he will go down. Zeus not able to help out. There's the Echo Slam going in, cleaning up 2 heroes. They're going to go on Dragon Knight next, I think, but Dragon Knight is really hard to kill. And he has a full wand. The heal from the Chen, that was a buyback from Chen, and he does heal his allies to try to prevent it from being one-sided for the rest of the fight here. But there's a Shackle Shot. Now on the Dragon Knight. Venomancer ulti is going to be too much, though. Zeus gets picked off. He's not quite tanky enough. And Ward's doing a lot of work as well. Puck will die as well, so that's it for EXE. They did call a good game. They know they're not going to win it. It's too bad.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be it. Well played here by the team. We didn't really know, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We didn't know who they were, but they came out and played really, really strong. So nice play here by neWave or neWave, whatever they go by. Well played.
Yeah, they did their pushing strategy correctly. Once again, we could talk about it again. We think EXE definitely had a mispick. They should have banned out Venomancer and Dragon Knight. It was pretty obvious they were going to go for that. They could have always picked and maybe up other heroes, something like a Witch Doctor instead of a Veno to help out with that push. But even still, those Veno wards do make a big difference in the pushing.
Oh, yeah, I agree 100%, man. That was just, man, great job executing your game plan, though, by neWave. Well done.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, nobody, if you guys didn't know who they were before, you know who they are now. Nice play by them. Came out and definitely were impressive. Got what they wanted out of the heroes they wanted, played everything well, executed everything well, got their items early on. A little bit of luck on the first blood, but, luck and skill is a fine line.
That's definitely true. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it here. You want to close it out, I guess?
Yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in to me and Purge here on the... I'm going to be bringing a couple more games, but thanks for tuning in to me and Purge on the D2E EXE versus neWave game. Great game. Check out the VOD at ghostthroughgamers.net, play.ghostthroughgamers.net, or this will probably be switched over to Twitch TV later on. But thanks for tuning in, bro. Purge, you want to say anything on your way out?
Just thanks for watching, guys. That's about it. Thanks for having me, Charms, and I hope you guys have fun for the rest of the day.